Hey guys, welcome to Twinstrology. I'm Marla, and this is a reading for twin flames for the week of June 25th, 2016. I know usually I'm not in my videos for Twinstrology, so maybe some of you haven't seen me before, but I'm kind of on location today at this beautiful spot, and I felt inspired to do a reading for twins. And I know I kind of owed you a reading. I said I would do one for the full moon and the summer solstice, but remember, guys, that I'm going through this the same as you are. And I've been very ill this week and very tired, and I just had to let some things go. If you do want to have more guidance, though, I did do a reading with Carrie Turcotte that you can purchase for $9.99, and it's all about the upcoming energy. It goes from the solstice to the end of July, so it covers like 6 or 7 weeks, and it's both her and I, me doing the astrology, and Carrie's a psychic medium, so she's channeling messages from spirit, and it's all about helping you navigate the next exciting few weeks here. All right, so I'm going to do things a little bit differently as well. I just kind of, free flowed a reading today. The first card I have is a card for what Twin 1 is dealing with. And, today I'm just going to be using Twin 1 and Twin 2. I'm not really resonating right now with a lot of terms, but chances are if you're watching this, you're Twin 1. But if you're not, you probably realize that you're Twin 2. So Twin 1, what's going on for you right now? We have the fertility card. So you're being asked to show unconditional love to your twin right now. They're going through a difficult time, and many of them are kind of acting out and kind of frightened right now. And the message from Spirit is to do your best to stay in your heart. This is the Empress card in the traditional tarot. And the Empress is Venus energy. So being in your heart, just feeling love. And it's also about creativity. You can see this deck has Caesar and Cleopatra on it, and Cleopatra's pregnant. Because it's a time for Twin 1 to realize that you're kind of creating your union. So you have to stay positive. You have to have faith. You have to trust with all of your being right now, and not let the 3D situations and the drama pull you too far off center. Now, I know that with the things that are happening, chances are you will get pulled off center, and that's okay. Like, just if it happens, just accept it, feel it, and then as soon as you can, let it go and move on to a new feeling. Try and do something to raise your vibration. And remember that you're twins and you're connected, and whatever you're feeling, they're feeling. And it's very easy for twins to start kind of exacerbating this negative energy between them. Twin 2 is like stressed out and freaking right now, and Twin 1 is feeling that. So Twin 1 starts getting stressed out and freaking, which makes Twin 2 feel even more freaked out, and you can see how it just keeps going up in scale. So take a breath, don't beat yourself up over whatever you're feeling, or if you do, if you do get drawn into some drama and kind of act out with them, it's okay. Just let it go and move on. Continue on in the vibration of love. So what is Twin 2 dealing with? Sorry, there's a bird or an animal or something. Chipmunk. Some woodland friends coming out to support me. Twin 2's card for what they're going through right now. Transformation. So this is the death card, guys. This is the death of their old self. Having to release their ego, release who they thought they were. And it is a very stressful time. It's a time of change for them and sudden realizations. So have some understanding. And for the twin, if you're Twin 2, you have to recognize that the change is in your best interest, and let go. Let go of the old. Trying to hold on too tightly to the old is really what's causing more pain. And it's a process, okay? It's something that's going to happen in time. And Twin 1 has to remember that and has to stay patient. Um, they're really struggling with this right now, the Twin 2s. I'm feeling so much anxiety and stress. I've talked about this a lot in my other videos, my weekly readings of going through all these changes, but kind of like having this blindfold on and not being able to see where we're going. And that's really how they're feeling right now. I'm getting like they don't really know, like they're being called somewhere, but they don't get it. They don't quite see it yet. Just in the middle of a huge shift right now. And it's interesting that these cards came up because this represents Venus, this represents Pluto, and this week we have Venus opposite Pluto and both of them aspecting the nodes and forming what's called a mystic rectangle. Likely to feel some real change around our relationships this week. And yearning. This is going to bring in like a yearning to have that soul deep love. And because it's aspecting the nodes, it's bringing in people and situations from the past and from our future, and getting us on track with where we need to be. So, what is the overall situation that's going on in twin flame unions right now? 5 of arrows. Okay. So you can see that twin 2 is trying to run away and twin 1 is trying to hold on to them. Very interesting, huh? Twin 1 is feeling this overwhelming love for them, and they're desperate to hold on to the situation. Meanwhile, twin 2 is completely stressed out and kind of wants nothing to do with them. Kind of, yes, running away. But what I'm feeling is they're so scared and they're feeling so vulnerable and they have so much going on with their life. And they're running away not because they don't have any consideration for you or they don't have feelings for you. They're running away out of a sense of needing to protect themselves right now. They're running away because they're feeling vulnerable and they don't like it. They might be feeling that twin 1 can see right through them and that's making them uncomfortable. Or they may feel like they're out of control. Let them go. Let them have their space right now. Trying to hang on to them is likely to only kind of accelerate the panic that some of them are feeling. So, let them know that you're there. Send them that unconditional love, and let them go. And then, so I asked, in reference to this, would twin 2 come back? And this is the answer that I got. 2 cards, wisdom and awakenings. So the answer that I got is yes, they will be back. They are going through an awakening. They're learning their truth. They're receiving their wisdom. They're tuning into their higher selves. God is speaking to them. And they're experiencing their revelations. And once they experience that, they will be back. And for the twin 1s, think about it. Like when you first started waking up and coming into all this information, and your spirit guide started talking to you, and it was probably a little crazy for you. You probably just didn't go, oh, yes, this is wonderful. I accept all this information that's coming to me. I accept all this guidance. No, you were probably like, oh my God, what is happening to me? What does this mean? Where is my life going? Who am I? And that's what twin 2 is experiencing. So find that compassion. Remember what it was like for you. And send them a lot of love. So then I asked for some advice for twin 1 and twin 2. Advice for twin 1 is the 4 of Swords. So the best thing that you can do right now is heal yourself. Go inside, meditate, rest. Do your best to sleep. If you feel called to sleep because you're not having any energy right now, do it. Don't feel guilty about it. Just do what your body's calling you to do. Eat healthy foods. Whatever your body's calling you to eat, just accept that and do it right now. Spend time in nature. Listen to your higher self. You are being healed. And Chiron's going retrograde this week. And he's going retrograde on an interesting symbol, which is the Sabian symbol is at the new moon. People, I don't have my notes and I'm trying to remember it. At the new moon, people come to the realization that everyone can now move on with their own projects. And he's been on this symbol for a while. Chiron moves very slow, and now he's stationing on it, so he's really going to be spending an extended time on it. And it's the energy from that Gemini new moon is still very much in play. And this is like that call to all of us to, start working on our projects. And for some, I'm feeling this is a call to work on your mission. So you might be getting information around your mission if you don't know what it is. And also, I find that working on our mission can be a great distraction. I know for me, if I'm having a bad day, if I'm feeling a lot of anxiety and stuff, the best thing for me to do is go do some readings for people. And it can be a struggle at first to get into the zone, but once I'm there, it really boosts up my energy. So maybe taking some time to work on your mission, learn some new skills, do something to maybe distract you. And Spirit's advice for the Twin 2 is oppression. This is the Tower card. And this is them saying that it's time to let the walls come down. I've been getting this in a lot of readings lately, the Tower card. It's the release of the ego as well. Basically, as souls, we build walls. Not as souls, as ego. As ego, we build walls to protect ourselves, to not let ourselves feel that vulnerability that can make us so uncomfortable. To have to stand in our truth can be very frightening. So we build walls to protect ourselves. Only in order to fulfill your mission here, which all twins here are being called to do right now, those walls have to come down. And it's a scary and painful process. But it's also very freeing. Basically, you're trapped right now. You're trapped in your prison of ego, and it's holding you back from your truth. And that's why this transformation is needed. And what I'm really getting for them is just let it go. Let it go to God. Surrender to whatever comes up. Know that you are guided and cared for by Spirit. and you're cared for very much by your twin. And my last card is an Ascended Masters card for everyone. And the card that came up was Crystals, Epona. And I believe this card came up in my twin reading that I did for the Gemini new moon. So seems to be a very strong message from Spirit to work with crystals. And the message is this card comes to you as a sign that you benefit from working with crystals. Epona the Fairy Queen knows the value of connecting with the spirit of nature. You can find or purchase crystals at metaphysical bookstores, spas, and gem shows. Hold each crystal to know whether it feels right to you. Carry or wear the crystals throughout the day for healing, protection, and increased intuition. You can also add the crystals to your bath water or place them on your bedroom nightstand or beneath your bed to connect on an even deeper level with these remarkable gems. Crystal children are involved in the answer to your question. Your life purpose involves working with crystals. You have a connection to the elemental realm, such as fairies and crystals. Since Epona is a patroness of horses, this card may signal a message from a horse or horses. So lots of different messages here. It is a good idea to work with crystals. I work with crystals pretty extensively myself. You can see I'm wearing a crystal. I'm wearing crystal earrings. This is moonstone. This is my birthstone because I'm a Cancer, and it helps you tune into your intuition. I also have crystals under my bed and on my nightstand, like they said, and I also put crystals in a bath. So one of the things you can do if you're struggling with the energy shifts is take a salt bath, either magnesium salt or sea salt, and put some crystals in there. Just make sure that the crystals are not water soluble. Crystal children. Okay. A lot of you that have children might be noticing that your children are feeling the shifts in the energy too. And they may not be feeling well, and they may need your help and guidance now. And I was just talking about life purpose. So some of you working with crystals may actually be a message to you about your life's purpose. And today is the International Fairy Day. So those of you that have a connection to the elemental realm might be feeling that. And I know a lot of twins have connections to horses. Horses are they seem to be very evolved and old souls that have a lot of messages. So if you have a horse in your life, pay attention to the messages that they might be bringing. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoyed this location. I'm not really going to disclose where this location is right now, but it does have a very strong connection to the vibration of love. So I hope that came through in my reading. I love you, and I will talk to you all soon.